Evening folks, Necro here, and this is not, didn't do it today, this is not an update video. Now I may look a little bit different, I may look a little bit white, I am white anyway, but I may look a little bit whiter, and also have the reflection in my glasses, cannot escape that unfortunately, but I may look a little bit different. Now this is on my new HD camcorder. I bought this for Comic-Con specifically because I wanted to get some good footage down, and it's got really good reviews. Don't get me wrong, I've not splashed out loads and loads. I spent about £100 on this, but it's got some really good reviews. It is a budget HD camcorder, but it's a solid choice, and it's all I need really for what I want it for. So this is a vlog. I can't speak. This is a vlog, folks, and it's something that I've been thinking about earlier. That I've just been in Jay Play's stream. Now I know I take the mick out of him all the time, but I just really enjoyed watching him play Legend of the Dragoon, which is one of my RPG games I never really got into. I did own it, and Jay actually played it at my house, I think, but I never really properly got on with it. But Jay is, and I'm really enjoying watching him play through it, because it's a game that I wanted to see completed for a long time. So, as much as I insult him, keep it up, Jay, you're doing well. Regardless, what we got talking about in the chat was kind of missed chances, and specifically about taking a chance and talking about asking somebody's number, or I don't know, it was something along, we were talking about sort of if people have to chat up somebody. Now one thing I said straight away, and this is without a word of a lie, I'm not lying whatsoever, you know, on my heart, swear to Cthulhu and all that. I've never once been chatted up, in person anyway. Don't get me wrong, I've spoken to people online who've said they're interested in me, but I have never once in real life had a woman, in fact I've actually only been chatted up once, and it was by a man. Dean, if you're watching, dude, I'm only kidding you, he didn't really chat me up, I chatted him up. Well yeah, there's a long story short folks, is I've never actually been chatted up in real life. I know, forever alone, get my violin out and stuff. I've tried to chat other people up, but failed. As much as I can flirt online, I admit I'm a flirt. In person, I'm just different, man. In person, I can't flirt to save my life. I really can't. And it was just one of those realizations, you know. I'm coming out of my mid-20s now, and no one's ever like tried to sort of chat me up. Now don't get me wrong, folks. I'm in a position at the moment where I'm really trying to focus on my career. So I'm not looking for anything serious, man. But the attention would have been freaking nice at times. So come on, ladies, you know, it's you know, I'm not that bad a catch. I'm a bit better than Jay Play. They're saying that Jay Play is actually winning at life right now in comparison to me. I'll get my coat, I'll just go. I didn't really go. But regardless, folks, you know, it's one of those realizations that I just realised. Well, you do realise a realisation. I don't know. I've tried to chat people up and got shot down in person before. But one memory it brought up, and this is all I'm here to share with you tonight, is there was one time of a mischance that really, really stands out to me. And this was a time when I was coming home from Leeds. I'd just been to see my parents, and I had Micro with me, and I was on the train, and you know, it probably takes about 2 hours to get home from Leeds. Gist of it was, I got on at Leeds station, a girl got on at the next stop, or I don't know whatever stop she got on at. She had like a Costa Coffee uniform on, with like a big black coat over it. Anyway, she got on, and I was playing noughts and crosses with Micro, and she sat next to us and sort of just smiled at me and stuff, and I smiled back. She could say I was playing with Micro, and she actually, because I was sitting here, Micro was sitting there, she actually ended up sitting next to Micro. So what happened was, she started giving Micro tips on like how to beat me, which I thought was a really sweet thing to do. She was like, you might want to go there, type thing. And I was just laughing about it and stuff. And then from that we got talking. I was like, oh well, I'm learning to drive at the moment. She said, oh yeah, I've just learned, you know, took me about 5 years. And oh my God, it took me about 5 years as well. And it did, that's true. It did take me about 5 years to learn to drive in total. If you add up every time I tried to learn and lost my confidence, and I came back to it. So there was this one time, as I say, when, you know, we got chatting, and it was a really nice chat. We were talking about general life, how we hate work, you know, the weather, boobs. We didn't really cover boobs. But regardless, it got to that point where there was the lull in the conversation, and I think it was coming up to her stop. And she said, "All right, I'm getting off at the next stop." Now, the conversation lulled then, because I was like, well, do I ask for a number here? Or do I ask for, you know, do I sort of say, oh, well, you know, maybe I could have your number? I've never once said that to a woman and actually got a response. I said it to a man and got a response, not to a woman. And it was that lull in the conversation where I should have just gone, "I'd like your number, missy." Not in that weird way that I just said it, but I should have said something along those lines. But instead, I bottled it, and I was like, "Oh well, yeah. I hope you have a good evening." And yeah, I can't think what I said, but I didn't say anything particularly suave or charming. So what I'm basically saying to you folks is, a few people pointed it out to me. Take a chance, man. I mean, like I say, it's one of those realizations where you're like, she was flirting with me in person. She's probably the only woman in life who has ever openly flirted with me or tried to chat me up, essentially, in real life. Now, it was a bit uncomfortable in a sense, is that because Micro was there, I didn't know how appropriate it was if I was to like chat her up back type thing. Don't really know how the rules along that. But yeah, what I'm saying to you folks is take chances in a safe way. That sounds a really stupid thing to say. Take chances in that, you know, what's that saying? I'm so rubbish at doing video logs, I really am. You know, don't regret things you could have done, or something like that. You know, live your life and, you know, yeah. Thanks for watching. No, I remember what I meant to say actually. What you should do is not be scared to take chances on something that could become something awesome. That's a really, really long-winded thing, but yeah. Thanks for watching, folks. Boo! Don't know why I did that.